the ones that have a strong purpose, so the parents know why they are coming in. So those with a strong purpose. So those with a strong purpose. And by the way, I wanted, because we've gone to another question, let me just remind you the color codes that we have. The first question, I want to mark the codes as red based on the color code that I assigned. If you remember this code, if I right click here and go to color and go to change color, I mark that code as red. Then remember there was another code here, change color. It was also from the first question, so I mark it as red. And then the second one is those with a strong purpose. I want to assign a color that I had decided before, green. Let's go and do that. I go to change color, then I choose this, I think it's light green somehow. That's how we mark codes from this section. And you can also see in ATLAS.ti the codes are getting this kind of color codes automatically. So let's keep coding. Obviously some of our parents, school is a barrier, so I think of the more socio community based events that get parents through the door just for a coffee or a chat are really important. So this person is saying social and community based events are an effective form of parental engagement. I want to highlight that. Go to apply code by right click, apply code, then social and community based events. Then we click on a plus sign, and that, remember, should have the color, right click, change color, light green, because it came from the second question. Let's keep reading and coding, as well as even things like phone calls and grabbing parents on the playground for informal chats about their children, and not just the bad stuff but the good stuff too. I think it's all about building those relationships. Another effective form of parental engagement is phone calls with parents. So I right click, apply code, then I type here phone call with parents. Of course, I click the plus sign, and grabbing parents on the playground for informal chats about their children. This one also, I right click, I go to apply codes, and then I state that having informal chats with parents. Remember, all these belong to the second question, so the color code is light green. So social community based events are done that. Phone call with parents, of course, so change color light green, and then having informal chats with parents, I'm gonna put another light green. Now I want to go and do another batch of codes